Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Welcome to The Mike O'Mara Show. We can be heard in great cities like... I didn't print it out. Oh,
Manassas, Virginia.
Yes. Let's make it up. Okay. Manassas, Virginia. Frederick, Maryland.
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Mobile, Alabama.
Only should do one per state.
Don't mess this up.
All right.
Coralville, Iowa.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Spokane, Washington.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Bakersfield, California.
San Francisco, California.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
La Paz, Bolivia.
Dublin, Ireland.
Morocco.
And Rob, you get the last one.
I don't know.
Paris, France, and Texas.
What is the capital of Morocco? I couldn't pull it.
No, Morocco is a city.
In Morocco?
Isn't it? It's French Morocco.
No, Morocco's a country.
Yeah, it's a country.
Isn't it?
It's a country.
You're an idiot.
How did you get magna cum laude?
No, that's not the issue at play. The issue here is how many times have I seen Casablanca and I thought Morocco was a city.
No, Morocco's a country.
I thought
Rabat, Morocco.
Rabat.
Way to go, Pony.
With two B's?
Welcome.
like Mr. Robot?
Yes.
Del Mayo Regato.
Very exciting. Very exciting. All right. I know. Somebody is waving their hands up in the air wildly.
Really?
All right, I'll let this person just come in.
Okay.
Surprise!
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Jennifer.
How are you?
What a blast from the
Great
past.
to be with you. Hello, hello, hello!
I had no idea you were going to be here.
Oh, my God. How do I sound? Do I sound
Jennifer,
okay?
you sound great. You sound
That's fantastic. It's great to see
youthful
you.
and happy.
Yes,
I
and
am so happy.
You're
I'm so happy I
positively-
don't work for him anymore.
you're positively glowing. Now, how did you do during the pandemic? Because
I did great. I did great. Yeah, I got it 6 times. And
What, the
each
vaccine
time-
or the COVID?
the COVID?
Oh, 6 times.
Yeah, I got the Omicron 3 times.
Wow, good for you.
But it's okay now. I never took a vaccination, and I never wore a mask.
I didn't know you're an anti-vaxxer.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a lot of things you don't know. As a matter of fact, I've got a new job.
Now, people should know, because there are people, we have new listeners every day.
I can introduce myself.
Please
Rob.
do, and give us a thumbnail of your past.
My name is Jennifer Wisniewski. I was the personal assistant to Mike O'Mara for 6 big years. Some of the most stressful years of my life. Oh, what a pain he was, but we're still friends, thank God.
Yes, you parted as friends.
I had to leave. I couldn't take the pressure. It was just too much. It was really, really too much.
What was the worst part?
The worst part he's standing over there looking at me
He
right
knows.
now.
He was there.
The mood swings. The vast mood swings. Sunshine to darkness in the blink of an eye. Oh, my God. But he loves me. He told me that multiple times.
And Jennifer, for people keeping track, can you spell your last name for me?
Rob, you like to do that. Go ahead. Spell my name.
WCIZNCZEUZKI.
Wisniewski.
Ask for it by name.
Jennifer, last time
Yes,
we were
go
with
ahead,
you.
Oscar. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, nice to see you.
Hello, big boy.
You look young and refreshed.
Oh, wow.
And
wow.
The last time we connected, you were working for an NGO.
Yeah, I was. I've changed. Can we get right? Turn the music off
Okay,
for a
please.
second.
Yeah, stop
Can we
the
get
music.
right to it?
Yeah.
I've been keeping a secret from both of you for many, many years. Many, many years. And I think it's time now that I'm no longer associated with Mr. O'Mara or the show, and that I'm just a visitor, that I can be perfectly frank about what I'm all about.
Sure.
And what I am all about, this is going to upset some people, but I have to tell the truth.
Have to what?
I have to tell the truth.
Okay, please be frank with
I
us.
am very active now in Republican politics.
Oh.
As I have been all of my life.
Oh, my
Now, you say that this
God.
is going to disappoint some people, but think of the people that this will thrill. Because there's a
No,
lot
I-
of people that, are also in
Who?
Republican politics.
Yes.
Name names.
You know what? It doesn't matter because I believe, and I am still a believer, and it just breaks my heart to see some of the people who are being persecuted in
Yes.
American culture today and in American media.
You feel that people are being treated unfairly? Do you have any names
I
you'd like to
think
cite?
Okay, MTG,
MTG?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, yes, yeah. Mm.
Isn't she
Please,
America's
for the
villain?
love of God, stop picking on that woman.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
really, it's nonstop. All right, motherhood is motherhood. Give me a break, okay?
You're not a mother, are you?
I'm not a mother. No, I've never had the honor. I've never had the privilege. I've never had the man. That's a really big problem.
My
Have
God.
you
but-
tried?
And now, of course, being 53, there is no way that I will ever probably have a child.
I didn't realize we were so close in age.
I toyed with adoption for a while, and then I decided no. So I could devote my life to my causes, my church, the Flowing Waters Non-Denominational Worship Center, and I could also donate my efforts to re-electing the greatest president that's ever sat in the Oval Office, Donald John Trump. And I'm very, very happy with the choices that I've made, and it's exciting, boys.
Is
It's
Flowing
exciting
Waters...
to be out there on the campaign trail.
Flowing Waters, is that still based in Pensacola?
It is in Pensacola, Florida. We now have a second location in Wichita, Kansas.
That's wonderful.
And soon coming to Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, you're
They've broken
triangulating the
ground.
entire country.
They're broken ground. Take a taste of the flowing water. That's what we always say. Dip yourself in the flowing water and be born again.
Again?
Again. The way you would say it, Rob.
Yes.
So good to see you.
It's great. Have you had a chemical peel?
I have not had a chemical peel.
Wow.
I'm wearing a product from CoverGirl that actually makes me glow. Whoa. Look at that.
Wow.
glow.
You must use a lot of it.
Rob,
Can we
I
go
just
back?
want to say I'm so happy you didn't die.
And I feel the same about you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. Yes, Oscar, my man.
Can we go back to the RNC situation? What's
Well,
going
I don't work
on?
for the committee. Don't be silly. I'm a volunteer. I'm a trumpet.
A trumpet? Is that what you call yourself?
I am a trumpet.
Who do you
along with many
blow?
other. What's that?
What?
Who do you
Who do
blow?
I blow? Oh,
That's-
you are a
just don't
dirty
say that.
birdie. I love that humor, though. He used to do that in the hallway at O'Mara's house.
I
remember?
Yes.
He was such a dirty bird. Do you remember when he stuffed the toilet almost to overflowing? Actually,
Yes.
it did overflow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Mike-
crafted
I was
quite a
there for
Mike
that.
night.
O'Mara only called a plumber when I couldn't get the job done.
Didn't
I
you?
was up to my elbow in Oscar toilet paper.
I remember
I like
you
to be
said
squeaky clean.
you said you couldn't bring your snake that day.
Oh, that's right. I had it in my pickup truck. I was driving a pickup truck at the time. But now I'm enjoying my time in the panhandle of Florida, just outside Pensacola, a little tiny town you might not know of. It's called Ripper, Florida.
Ripper.
And, yeah, Ripper, Florida, and it's about a 30-minute drive from Flowing Waters. So I'm happy. But I'm traveling the country.
Now,
I'm
are you traveling
the country
by yourself, or do you have other trumpets with you?
No, I travel by myself. I like to keep to myself. I really do. I like after a long day of setting up chairs and handing out flyers and going on Diet Coke runs. I really like to relax at whatever motel. I've got my Hilton honors points that I'm
Really?
racking up like a demon.
What's your platform?
My platform, you can ask me any question. I'll tell you how I feel.
Okay.
I have very strong beliefs, and I'm not. I will say this with Mike looking at me with his dirty look, No, he knows me. I am very proud of my beliefs.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Let's Let's go.
You are proud.
Recent pop culture.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the firing of Tucker from Fox News?
National tragedy. A man persecuted for his beliefs, and of course, some people just didn't understand him and didn't understand what kind of man he is.
Have you met him?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I've met him through my magic box.
Oh, so you've never actually been with, you've never been with him?
No, I've never been to New York. You know that.
I know. You
I've
don't
never
like to
been to New
travel
York City.
north.
I've never been to New York City, and I have been to Washington many times.
The furthest north you've been is Maryland, right?
No, that's not true. You know that one time I went to Amish country because I wanted that chair that fits my ass so well. But no,
But you
Tucker
promised-
Carlson I listened to Tucker Carlson every single night. And just because he says speaks the truth, he's persecuted. He speaks the truth, and the truth is that our southern border is a mess. And if we don't do something about it, we are going to be invaded by the people of the South that stole the name. There's only one America. There's not a Central or a South. It's one America.
Okay.
But I remember, Jennifer, that if I recall, and Rob, thank you for bringing this up, that you felt like there was a demarcation line at the Mason-Dixon line that was the South and the North was actually...
To be honest with you, I would just say, well, you're asking me, and I'll tell you, I think the right-thinking Americans are south of the Mason-Dixon line. That's been my experience.
But do you
get up north into some of those big liberal bastions, and including Mr. Snowflake over here, and it's just a give away everything, give things to them. Give things to them.
Do you still have
I'm going to look you in the eye, Rob Spiewak, and tell you they don't deserve it.
Please don't look at me, please. Do you still have your cabin in Gettysburg?
No, I don't.
You sold that?
My hunting cabin.
What about your reenactment costume?
A lot of people don't do this, but I had a small weapon, a very, very lightweight 22 caliber rifle that I hunt chipmunks.
Chipmunks?
I hunt chipmunks.
What about
really?
What about
what's the strategy? Hold on.
Yes.
Let's unpack this. What's the strategy on hunting chipmunks, Jennifer?
Keep a steady eye and breathe. Breathe deep.
Breathe deep.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Chipmunk hunting.
Oscar, go ahead.
No,
Oscar,
I just
go
remember
ahead.
you had set up shop in Manassas because you were close to the Manassas battlefield because
Yes.
you
Loved
also
the
reenacted.
battlefields. I
You
was a
represented the
reenactor.
South. I remember that.
And the good thing about that, you remember, they let me dress as a male Confederate colonel.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I even got to ride a horse one time. God, that was fun.
How's
A big horse, just like a Clydesdale. It's the only one that could take me.
the horse? It's no longer with us, you know.
Yeah, well, it was an older horse anyway. It was a bit of a nag.
Well, takes one. Question, while we're back on to current events, what
Sure.
about the Disney DeSantis lawsuit?
Oh, I think go run.
What do you feel about the Disney Corporation?
I think the Disney Corporation, it disgusts me.
Really?
It's a small mind. It's a small mind after all. It's a small mind after all. It's a small mind after all. It's a small mind.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a Disney property?
I've been many times. Not anymore.
Did
I will
you-
never go again. I don't want to go into a bathroom, or I might be touched by someone who is ungodly.
One time I went, and you know who I saw? I saw huge chipmunks named Chip and Dale.
Oh yeah. Well, if they were real, I would be hunting them in Gettysburg with my little 22. Pew 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 pew.
Jennifer, I don't mean to sully the mood. I know we're celebrating you right now.
This is a
Thank
celebration.
you. Oh,
When-
you're celebrating me.
When we last left you and you were working for
Yes.
that nonprofit, do you recall that you were in a relationship then?
I was.
Yes. What happened?
Yeah. Peter, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter.
Last name North.
No, it wasn't Peter North.
Guys, this is painful. I have to share it though. Peter and I did our regular Saturday night dinner. We went out to the Texas Roadhouse, which was my favorite restaurant.
Every Saturday, I remember.
Every Saturday, because I love the rolls. And Peter,
You love the rolls.
we had
Great
finished.
rolls.
I had finished my usual meal, which is a porterhouse with extra corn and
on or off the cob.
Off the cob in butter sauce.
Of course.
Silly.
I know.
No,
Well,
you don't know.
there are people who don't. So sometimes you play, the fool.
I get the spiced rice, the extra buttered corn in the bowl, and I asked for a cereal bowl.
Yes.
And I get a porterhouse steak. It's usually for 2, but I can knock it back without a problem.
How do you take your steak?
Well done.
Very crispy.
Well done, Pittsburgh style. So normally Pittsburgh style is crispy on the outside with a pink center. I like crispy on the outside and actually crispy.
What's that?
Crispy all the way through.
Yeah. So a crispy inside.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's
known as northern Pittsburgh
like
style.
fried bologna. Nice and stiff.
Fried bologna, exactly the same thing. I say kill it. Kill it dead. Kill it dead.
Steak doesn't bend.
How do you take your steak, Ms. Wisniewski? I say kill it dead. So Peter excused himself to go to the men's room, and that's it. He was gone.
Oh, he ghosted you, literally.
He was gone, and I haven't spoken to him.
Did he take the truck?
No, he I guess took an Uber out of state. I haven't been able to get in touch with him. He won't answer my texts. He won't answer my calls. But that's months old.
Did you finish the steak?
I did. Oh, my God. You can't leave that. That's a lot of good meat.
Did you finish his steak?
Were you there?
Wow. You said he hasn't answered your texts.
No.
Do you have any of the texts you've sent him?
Mm-hmm.
Could you share them?
Let me bring up my phone here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Because you don't want to appear too needy.
I don't know if I want to share these. These are very...
Well, you can edit.
I was angry.
You can selectively edit.
I was angry.
What's the last back and forth between you and him? Just the last 3
Well,
texts.
there's no back and forth because he doesn't respond.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
In the middle of my most angry period, I said, if you do not get back to me within 24 hours, I will stab you in the eye.
Oh, you see, that's probably not how you want to handle it.
Next one says, Peter, I don't know what this game is, but you better get back to me. That was mild.
Yeah.
Here's
How
the
long
last
between
one.
those 2 texts?
10 seconds or so.
Oh, you're just doing stream of consciousness. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Peter, oh, Peter, why hast thou forsaken me?
Well, that's nicer. That's softer. Yeah.
No, that was a bit of flowing waters. I talked to some of my friends there. I talked to some of the people that, help me and are my spiritual guides, and they kind of directed me towards the path that I'm on right now.
Did you speak to
Which
Reverend...
is a second term for Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah!
Now, when you go to the elders and flowing waters, and you speak...
I understand. I understand, Oscar, being from Europe, you would not be supporting him.
I'm Bolivian.
Yeah, it's South America.
South America. Bolivia. La Paz, Bolivia. By the way,
you're from Spain.
I'm a naturalized citizen, so I'm
You're
technically...
from Spain, though.
No, I'm from Bolivia. You used to say something to me at cocktail parties at Mike's house. You'd say, you're the good type of Latino. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, because you're European.
Right.
I
thought it was a joke.
No, I was like, this is odd, Jennifer, but, I wasn't trying to make you feel bad.
Well,
about
you
it.
were and still are in my book, mister. And you're so well-spoken.
No.
Yes, Rob, what were you going to say?
When you spoke to the elders at Flowing Waters, did you actually get a chance to speak to Reverend Kurtz?
Reverend Kurtz?
Yeah, the guy who runs the place. Is Reverend Kurtz still in control of Flowing Waters?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Nor do I understand where you're trying to let me go here.
I was just wondering some
like
of
Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now. What are you doing, Rob?
Maybe.
What the hell are you doing?
I was just wondering what advice...
Ever since you quit the hooch, I swear to God, wow. You manufacture me and send me down the road. No, our Reverend...
Yes?
Our Reverend is Reverend Sam Schweiker.
Oh, Sam Schweiker.
Let me look that up.
Schweiker.
Okay, so
and you might remember him because he came to us from Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, yeah. So he had a good resume that preceded him.
He did. He did. That's why we let him right in.
Did he advise you with the Peter breakup as well as your political angles?
He advised me on so many things that I've adhered to all my life, all the way from Muslims aren't real people to if you have an abortion, you should be shot on site, and so should the doctor.
And you can't spew that hatred.
No,
here.
that's not right.
Come on.
Hatred.
It's
just
a family
the American way.
Family show.
I'm sorry. I bleed red, white, and blue, Oscar.
Ooh. Now, are you part of his motorcycle gang? The Reverend's Schweiker's Bikers?
What are you doing, Rob?
I thought that was the Holy Rollers.
Yeah, the Holy
Rollers.
Because I know
Just ask questions. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have a big motorcycle gang, and we ride down the street. He doesn't have a motorcycle.
He doesn't?
He has an assistant that he lives with, and they are celebrating the Flowing Waters Church together.
Jennifer, let's get down
His
to brass
assistant's
tacks.
name is Ken. What's that? Yes, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. How are you supporting yourself?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I get a stipend from I am a paid volunteer. What that is basically is you go on the road, your travel expenses are taken care of, your living expenses are taken care of, and you receive a stipend that allows you to have enough cash walking around to cover my rent back home in Ripper, Florida, and I have a small apartment that's not very expensive, but that's how I'm living now.
Who provides the stipend? Is it the Trump organization? Is it the Republican organization?
Truth Social?
Well, why don't you just call the House Subcommittee on Campaign Finance and do an investigation?
I'm just curious.
Mr. Difficult.
No,
Why
no,
are you so hard to talk to? What's happened to you? Who are you, Rob? Who are you? My God.
I just want to get to the bottom of things.
That is a fantastic sweater, though.
Don't start with
it.
me.
It is very nice.
Don't
Yes,
start.
I know.
Don't start.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Okay, so you're paid. You're subsidized by the campaign.
Right.
Was that so hard?
Do you feel like you are making progress? Because it seems like there's a lot stacked against you.
Progress? Are you kidding me? We are going to win. Don't underestimate our Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. Do not do that. Really. You must be listening to Snowflake TV all the time. Right?
No,
you
I
really must. Come on,
Jennifer,
now.
I actually agree with you. I agree that
you like Donald?
No, I agree that America and Americans are underestimating, especially the liberal Americans, Democrats are underestimating.
Oh, terrible people. Terrible people.
The force he will be in the
upcoming
election.
They pretend to care about you, but they don't care about you.
No, I disagree with that.
They pretend to care about you, but they don't care about you. No. They're out to destroy you and destroy the American way of life. And they're going to let every minority ruin your life. Blacks, Hispanics,
Jennifer, stop.
All right, enough.
They're going to stab you to death and they're going to boil you.
No. Completely disagree, and we will not give you the platform.
Let's pivot here for a second.
Our country will be filled with people that are having abortions every day.
Isn't it our country, Jennifer?
What?
Isn't it our country?
Yours and mine.
That's right.
And Oscar, because he's a citizen.
Yes.
And although he's from that other country, which will go nameless, I'm still. But he
can't say Bolivia.
He came to the country legally.
But.
And I think if you come to the country legally and you become a citizen, I'm okay. Just watch him.
Yeah, of course.
We're not allowed to dream.
Yeah. Are you talking about the dreamers? The dreamers, more like the nightmare people.
Oh, Jennifer, no.
Yeah, come on over the border and bang, and then your kids get everything for free.
Jennifer,
no,
you're out of control.
Sorry.
Yeah,
let's go on the record.
Tony boy. Hi.
I'm disgusted with you right now, Jennifer.
I'm disgusted with you. Don't pick on me.
You're
the
a
biggest
monster.
snowflake. I'm not a monster.
Jennifer, doesn't this hate stem from three relationships ago?
What?
When you were dating that gentleman, Carlos.
Remember?
Right?
It was brief.
He had a Saturn V rocket. We talked about it in private.
What?
He took you to the moon and back.
Oscar's referring to size.
I see.
And you were smitten. You were in
I'm
love.
a large woman, and I like a large man. What can I say?
And you were learning Spanish on Duolingo.
Yes.
You're like, what's the best app? And I was like, hey, use this.
It was a 2-month relationship, and the only word I learned was grande.
That app should have done her more than that. I understand.
Big fun. No, that's not why.
And ever since, you're like, you turned.
Yeah,
you turned.
You seem to be more level-headed then.
What I was keeping my views quiet because I was respecting the tone. Let them all in of this show. That's what I was respecting that. And I just feel free to express my views, especially this time. We're leading up to the election, with the...
18 months away?
18 months away.
That's right.
I can't wait. It's so exciting.
How long have you been on the trail?
I've been on the trail now for probably the last year.
Oh, you've been
getting ready
campaigning
for the
for
announcement.
a year.
Well, we all knew he was going to run.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
setting the table, keeping the name out there, keeping
Sure.
the name, which doesn't have to be done, but I was very happy. I've got a trunk now in my Caprice. I have got a trunk full of straw hats that say TRUMP, and on the other side of the trunk, I've got MAGA hats. I got more MAGA hats than you'll ever know. They're fantastic.
Any other merch that you've been passing
What?
out? Do you have any other merch you've been passing out?
I have bumper stickers,
Yes.
I have pins, and I have rolled up tightly so they'll all fit gigantic flags that say, "Let's go, Brandon."
Now, did they take away the T-shirt cannon, or do you still have that?
I don't have the T-shirt cannon. That was a very, very rare incident that happened at a rally. I believe it was somewhere. I think we were in Alabama.
Yeah.
And I held the T-shirt cannon too low, and I took out a woman who had to be about 350 pounds.
Oh, dear.
Right in her forehead. She went down like a sack of potatoes, and I said, "I am so, so sorry." She said, "Oh, you're okay, dear. You think like me." I love Alabama.
Have you met any celebrities on the campaign trail?
Oh, absolutely. I met Scott Baio, James Woods.
TV's Chachi is this
Yes.
guy. Yeah.
I got a chance to chat with him. And let me see.
What about the pillow guy?
Oh, Mike Lindell.
Yes.
A genius.
Yeah, he is.
It's why he made all that money anyway. That's why he's as smart as he is. And he loves Jesus. And he's spoken at Flowing Waters
Has
Church.
he really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that speech. He said, "My pillows wouldn't sell if it wasn't for our maker and creator."
Didn't he provide all the cushions on the pews? He made them.
No, he doesn't make those kind. Nope, just for sleeping.
Just for
Just
sleeping?
for sleeping, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Do you-
asked him
do
if
you
I
get
could
a
be
discount?
one of his spokespeople. What's that?
Do you get a discount because you're part of the
Hell
campaign?
no! I paid full price for those. I want that man to succeed. I've got them. I've got them for the top of my bed, the bottom of my head, between my legs. The way I sleep.
no. Oh, that's
It's the way I sleep. I'm comfortable that way. I
Yeah.
sleep in the fetal position with two of my pillows right between, my leggies.
Did
That's what I have to do.
Did
What?
Lindell offer you? You've met him, right? And you've talked to him.
I've met him and I've gotten his autograph and I've had a picture taken with him and he's a wonderful man.
I love
A
that you
very
have had a.
talented-
I love that you've had a picture made with him. I think that's
and he
nice.
smells like Brute.
Did he offer to be your personal sleep consultant?
No, he did not, Rob.
I thought
No.
you'd be
But
a good
thank you.
match. You'd be a good
Listen,
match. I think.
I've lost track of the time and I really have to.
How
visit
long are
the
you in
loo.
town?
Yeah.
I am in town for it now. I'm out of here as soon as I get off with you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna say goodbye to Mr. Snowflake, who's over there smiling at me. I
Yeah.
love you too, Mr. O'Mara. If you ever need anything, don't ask me. Listen, as
Where are
the
you
election,
headed? Where are you headed in the Caprice after this?
I'm going to the Florida Southwest Regional Airport, where I will be flying out to Des Moines, Iowa, and doing some advanced work out in Des Moines, checking out various facilities where the staff will be staying, and also the venues where the man will be speaking.
Can I
It's
offer
it's
a
fun
recommendation?
time.
I know
Oh,
that it's a
absolutely.
bad time of year for you because you can't get your pumpkin spice lattes.
Yes.
But when you get to Iowa, they have the best cottage cheese.
Oh, fantastic. You know, for years I've been making my own, and I really would love to, I'd really love to sample theirs. It would be great.
Yeah,
as long as I don't run into that asshole Steve Bridges.
Stop it. You can't say that about him.
Oh,
And you
what
also
a nasty, evil man he is, spewing his poison. I wish his ratings weren't so high.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
guy.
how dare you, Mr. President? How dare you?
I like when you get worked up. You know
Oh
what?
my God.
We
You
may
guys
not
have really,
agree.
You've worked breakfast out of me.
We may not agree politically, but what I do admire is your passion.
Yeah, that's good. Well, thank you. And I'd love to chat
concerned.
more, but I'm capping.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Capping. I love you both. Have a fantastic afternoon, and remember, Jesus loves you. Thank you, boys.
Bye, Jennifer. Bye.
Rob, you can go to commercial. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. See you later.
Oh, God. You know, I hope she joins us again before the electioneering is over.
I don't. She took a turn.
Well, it's been a long time since we've seen her.
I always felt like there was something going on.
Well, there's something going
Now
on
we
to
know.
be sure. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have the homepage right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
In a world where others found happiness, one man cautioned all those around him, don't get happy. Podcast Village Studios is proud to present Michael Sean Patrick O'Mara in the role he was born to play.
I'm not going to be fucking Santa Claus.
I will find you, and I will kill you. And Regina from the New York Times calls it pretty good.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
This film is not yet rated and will not be shown anywhere. The Mike O'Mara Show is available on demand in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and available on Stitcher and Spotify. In space, no one can hear you scream, but on the internet, everyone can hear you bitch.
Hi, that's how it works. Hi, everybody. Get your financial planning on track this season with Fabric by Gerber Life. It's quick, it's easy life insurance policies. Customize a quote in just 10 minutes and get coverage up to $1 million for less than $1 a day. Enjoy a 30-day money-back guarantee and flexibility to cancel anytime. Protect your family's future. Get Fabric by Gerber Life and do it today. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutos. 10 minutes. You can be offered coverage instantly with no health exam required. Protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. Apply today in just 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/TMOS. That's meetfabric.com/TMOS. MEET fabric.com/TMOS. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and, excuse me,
That's fine.
I need them. Health questions, ladies and gentlemen.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This is the homepage, and we start today with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's a Hollywood star.
She is indeed, and it's been almost 10 years since Gwyneth revealed that she and Chris Martin were separating by referring to it as conscious uncoupling.
I remember that.
Everybody give her credit for that one. That was her term. Over the weekend, Gwyneth said that she did not coin the phrase, but she's happy that it went viral, even if people made fun of her for it, because it helped loosen the seriousness of breakups and divorce. She said, "It makes me feel pretty proud when people come up to me on the streets and say, 'Thank you for introducing that concept because I've become good friends with my ex.'" Gwyneth added that she believes that the term may play a small part, as she says, in the recent cultural shift where people can choose something other than just being together or being apart. Sounds very Hollywood.
It does.
That idea, that we're not in a romantic relationship, but we're a family, and we like to do things to reinforce that we're a family for the kids and for each other.
And now lots of time to go skiing.
Who loses? Chris
Look,
Martin?
I've been through a lot of it, guys,
Yeah.
right? I'm an expert
Yeah.
on that type of thing. I don't think you sugarcoat it. I think you represent it as what it is, really. And I think it's the simplicity of that, instead of using all that jargon, to me, would be just to try to make the best of it. And I used a simpler term than conscious uncoupling.
Oh.
Mine's just a little more harsh.
What was yours?
Eat the shit sandwich.
Ah, yes.
Jesus
I remember
Christ.
that. I remember
But
that.
it's true. I say that to Oscar. I swear to God, this is a true story. I have said that to people. I really have. Men. I've said that to men who were talking about going through a divorce. I said, you have to take the high road.
If there are
And that's
kids
what it is.
involved, if not, burn it down.
That's Oscar, who has not been divorced.
Now, Mike,
And
as
I hope
someone
he
who
never
has,
is.
has been to the rodeo a couple times, do you think there's any value? Do you think it's good to diminish what a divorce is? Because a divorce is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for the kids, well, it is. You diminish it, but I just don't like psychobabble. I've never liked psychobabble. But no, I think you make the best of the situation, and it's painful. Someone has to go through the pain. Probably both of you have to go through the pain, and I just wouldn't refer to it as anything but a breakup. It's a breakup.
That's what it is. It's a failure, is what it is.
It's okay. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Well, you're a child of a broken home. I understand.
I am. Yeah.
Michael J. Fox, he will turn 62 next month. So he has now lived longer since being diagnosed with Parkinson's than before. He was 29 when he was first diagnosed back in 1990. A new documentary is called Still, a Michael J. Fox movie. It's coming out on Apple TV on May 12th, and he shares his struggles and triumphs. He just did an interview with CBS Sunday Morning to hype it. Didn't see it. I wish I had. He shared a stark reality. He said, I'm not going to lie, it's getting harder. Every day gets tougher, but that's the way it is. I've been thinking about the mortality of it. I'm not going to 80. He says that. That's made the big splash in that. He said that you don't die from Parkinson's, you die with it. There are subtle ways that get you. Falling is one of the main dangers, and all the injuries that you can get from being unable to control your movements and balance. There's also pneumonia and aspirating food as you're trying to eat. Boy, oh boy. Michael has already suffered numerous broken bones, and he has trouble getting around after having a benign tumor removed from his spine. But he shared this awesome, uplifting piece of wisdom, quote, with gratitude, optimism is sustainable. If you can find something to be grateful for, then you can find something to look forward to, and you carry on. And man, if you're going to take advice from somebody, take advice from that guy who's lived with that for as long as he had. Find gratitude. That's it. And something I've never been able to do.
I was like, when is this coming?
I am so sorry.
That's all right.
My battery's dying. Damn it! Moving.
We need a new machine.
Mike, be thankful that the battery lasted as long as it did. That's gratitude.
Researchers at UC San Diego may have just figured out, and Rob, my clock isn't working, so you're going to have to tell me where we are in the show.
Very good.
As a matter of fact, we'll have to stop down after this particular thing so I can
right.
fix some things. Researchers at UC San Diego may have just figured out how to extend our lifespan, speaking of living till 80, extend the lifespan by over 80%. Before you get too excited, they haven't tried it on people yet, just yeast.
Oh.
But it could be a big deal. Here's a very basic explanation. We age because our cells start breaking down, and a previous study found it happens for two reasons. Their mitochondria gets weaker, and our DNA becomes less stable. That's true for yeast cells, too, but they basically rewired and tricked them. This is interesting stuff. So those two things wouldn't happen at the same time. Instead, they alternate. They found that when each one got to take little breaks like that, it slowed down the aging process in general, and the yeast cells lived 82% longer. They say it's just proof of concept for now, but they think the same type of gene therapy will work on human cells too. The main concern is, will it be safe? That is just sci-fi stuff,
wild.
Is it not?
But
really weird.
The weird thing is they extended the life of the yeast, and afterwards it would only drive in the left lane.
Gross.
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Yes, sirree, ladies. Yeah. Slate just got a big article, Slate.com,
Yes.
on how car companies are ditching touchscreens and bringing back more buttons and knobs.
Mike, the
And
pronunciation is button.
buttons
Button.
and not obs.
Yeah.
And it's
Not
becoming
obs.
it's because we want them. Touchscreens might seem fancy, but they're actually the cheapest option. They cost as little as $50 per screen, so car companies would love to keep using them. But there's more and more evidence that having all your controls on a screen like that is dangerous. Basically, same as texting and driving, because you're fishing for it.
Yeah, true.
And if the button doesn't work, one expert said it's weird that everyone knows texting and driving is bad, but no one complains about how everyone's, quote, using an iPad while driving. That makes sense to me. I get it.
Yeah.
Knobs and buttons are easier to find without looking, something younger drivers are just finding out. So companies have started switching back to them. The switch could be temporary, though. Hyundai is one of the few companies that hasn't gone all in on touchscreens, but their lead designer says buttons and knobs could go away for good as cars become more autonomous. And probably voice activated.
There's
right?
There's a feature in my brother's BMW. I'm sure you know it, Mike. It's you can actually wave your hand and go to the next track, or the volume can go up.
Mm-hmm.
And he has it on because he knows how to use his car. But I'm in there talking with my hand, so volume up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Station
the only
changes.
car I've been in was a buddy of mine that had you wave your hand over. Yeah. Carla's car might have that.
Yes.
Where you wave your hand and it closes the
Sunroof.
sunroof.
Yes.
Oh, rich people. Anyway. And now
I can unlock my car with the key.
That's very exciting. Good for you. By the way, we have quantity over quantity for the kicker today.
Please.
Okay.
A little something. A Dutch man suspected of fathering more than 550 children worldwide through sperm donation has been ordered to just stop.
Quit it.
The man, name of Jonathan, he is 41. He could be fined more than 100,000 euros. That's $88,000 if he tries to donate again. He was banned from donating to fertility clinics in the Netherlands in 2017 after it emerged that he had fathered more than 100 children. But instead of stopping, he carried on donating sperm abroad and online. A court in The Hague has told him to provide a list of all the clinics he has used and to order them to destroy his sperm. That's it. That's the story. All I can say is, what a jerk. All that donating, he must be beat.
That is funny.
I'm sorry. He did his job well. Give him a hand. And that's an amazing statistic. I'd like to know how he pulled it off. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I'm here all week. Stop texting me, people. Stop texting me. All right? Pubics? All right, I'm glad my prescription's ready. We'll be right back after this, ladies and gentlemen.
Pittsburgh has a favorite burger, and now the Steel City has a favorite chip. Introducing Amato Chips.
Yes, run by the famous Amato family.
We use only the freshest potatoes, straight from Countersport, Pennsylvania's Potato City.
The best thing to happen to the potato chip since the deep fryer.
It has an unmistakable crunch that keeps you coming back for more. And it's the perfect companion to an Amato burger that you can top with
Pittsburgh sauce. Charred on the outside, tender on the inside.
And where can you find Jim Chips?
You can find it at Walmart, Target.
Buy a bag or a dozen by clicking the shopping center banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
If it says Amato, you know it's fresh.
Ah, miss him every day. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Brought to you by Harry's.
Harry's.
Say goodbye to the hassle of making another annoying decision. No, it's not I don't think Harry's wants a Scarface commercial.
I mean, that resonates.
You can try anything once, Mike.
Say goodbye to an annoying decision with Harry's razors.
All right.
In a sea of too many options, Harry's consistently provides high-quality razors that are much better than in-store options. We've been telling you about Harry's for years. We love Harry's, and they have the best price. Harry's delivers your refills straight to your door and takes care of everything. So you only have to choose once. Join the many people who already love Harry's. Try their $3 trial set today. The set includes a 5-blade German-engineered razor, which is just about the best thing on the market, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover. You can also schedule replacement blade delivery whenever you need it with refills as low as $2. Plus, with a no-risk trial, if you don't love your shave, it's on them. Get a quality shave without the hassle with Harry's razors. Save the hassle. Set up your delivery and get the best quality shave with Harry's. Get a $13 starter set for just $3 at harrys.com/TMOS. That's harrys.com/TMOS for a $3 starter set. All right, so we did not have a show when Oscar was coming back due to a variety of things that happened. But
from California.
Oscar, yes. In California.
Los
Oscar
Angeles.
Told me that, and I don't know how you run into this stuff, but you do, that you had a bit of an incident on your flight coming back.
Yes.
Is that when this happened?
I don't think I'm an American Airlines frequent flyer. I'm more of a Southwest guy.
Yeah.
So when I pay for a flight on I guess a premium airline,
I would call them an upper tier carrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the carrier again? What
American Airlines.
American.
No.
I just have never been a fan.
From Southwest?
But from Southwest, it's a step up.
Yeah, from Southwest.
From
but I had a good
Breeze.
look. I had a good flight on Southwest. They're all the same, Oscar.
No.
Basically.
No.
Well, I mean, you have first class on some. You don't have first class on
I've
others,
never
but
been to first class.
Do
I
you
don't
have
know what
TVs
that's
on
like.
Southwest jets? Do you have TVs on Southwest?
No.
They have one TV
No.
and they pass it around.
They have an iPad.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have peanuts. All right, go ahead.
That you have to bring, or your phone. Yeah. So the price difference is pretty vast. It's a 30-40% price difference.
Yes.
To fly to LA, either Southwest or American. And
I didn't know that. Wow.
I mean, you could get something out of BWI that'll take you to, maybe not LAX, but it'll take you to John Wayne
Wayne
Yeah, it'll
Airport.
take you there, and then you're like, I'm a little out of the way, but who knows? Who cares?
Now arriving on the third runway.
I want to wrestle me a grizzly and kiss me a pretty girl, and I hope I don't get the two mixed up. And at John Wayne International Airport, you'll notice there's never a hyphen.
So deep cut.
And
Very
let me clarify something.
Yes.
I got a lot of hate online about my views on why I like the East Coast versus the West Coast. I'd love to be able to live on the West Coast.
I would love if you lived there too.
Me too. I would kill to live in Orange County. It's the most beautiful place in the world. Does it seem like Vacation Land USA? Probably, but it's beautiful. So let me clarify that. I'd give a kidney to live there. Take that away. Let's get back to reality, Oscar.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Let me go back to life, real life. We splurged for American. By splurge, I knew that the LA Times was going to pay us back, so I was like, I'm not going Southwest. I'm going to be an adult, and I'm going to go to American, right?
And you've been traveling an awful lot,
correct.
Why not?
I took Southwest to New Orleans and back.
Right.
Paid for what you pay for what you get. And it was not memorable. It was not nice. It was dirty. Yep. We cleaned off every seat we sat in.
Yuck.
So
yeah,
we American flight out, beautiful. Smooth, blew by, got a chance to do a ton of work on the plane, had solid internet, never buffered like the Southwest one, like, oh, I'm sorry, we're full of people trying to work, you can't get on.
A lot of spinning.
Yes. American, great. On the way out, no problem. On the way back, I had high hopes. You're on a new plane when you see the basically the American Airlines lights, red, white, and blue on the ceiling, on the cabin ceiling that are like basically projected on there. You're like, this is a new plane. I'm happy to be on this.
There's nothing quite like getting on a brand new airplane.
Yes. And you see,
it's better than when you get in a seat that has an ashtray that's been welded shut.
Or you get on a seat where, remember when it was a big deal to have leather seats?
Yes.
So many planes all have leather seats, but you get on them and they're cracked.
Or sticky or faded.
I hate cracked leather.
And another tell for you
needs to be moisturized.
You rubes out there is if there's a USB or a regular conventional plug to plug in your computer or your peripherals.
Yeah. It's new and they're acknowledging
As the guy
reality.
on Southwest told my wife when we were flying back from New Orleans and he was trying to do work, he looked at my wife because we were sitting in the middle, cattle call, and says, can you believe they don't have plugs on this airplane? And she says, it's Southwest. We never have plugs.
The poor dear who has flown Southwest
her whole life.
Forever.
Yeah.
Everywhere she's gone.
Yes. So
I was on a Southwest flight once that had a plug, but when I plugged in my iPhone, the overhead lights dimmed.
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
But it's a value jet. Fine. You're on American. Expect a different tier of service.
Yeah.
We get on. We're flying back, and immediately it's a shame. Isn't it a little hot in the centerpiece of the cabin, right above the wing? And we're not in emergency row, just regular row. And by the way, we're sitting next to a CNN producer because I'm Looky Lou, and I kept on looking at her email, and all she was doing with her signature was CNN. And she was wearing a Beto shirt, which I said, "Love your shirt." And then she looked at me, she gun pointed at me, "Love your hat," because I was wearing an LA Times Festival of Books hat. And I thought we were going to connect. Nothing happened. My sister,
glad Jennifer Wisniewski wasn't on that.
Yeah, my wife completely C-blocked me. So she was in the middle.
Every email, Mike, was about firing Don Lemon.
I don't think I'm being sexist when I simply ask the question. So the producer for CNN was young and attractive?
Yes, but she was what is it? A grand sequoia. She was a redwood. She was tall. She barely fit in the seat. It was like
so she would dwarf you, is what you're saying.
When I saw her get in the seat, and remember, I've traveled with tall Todd Moore in my life.
Right.
TTM.
She folded herself up like an origami, what is a swan to get into the seat.
He was really looking at her, Rob.
To get into the seat, and I'm like, oh, that's just too much.
If he was any closer, he could have counted the rings.
Well, my wife was also next to me, so I couldn't really look.
Your beautiful wife.
So
can I have some extra peanuts?
we never connected because my wife wasn't trying to make small talk. I would have, did not.
That's never going to happen.
What?
That's never going to happen. That will never, ever, ever happen. Having a hot wife, you have a hot wife.
Yes.
I have to tell you this. When you are thinking that your wife will initiate the relationship, if you have shown an interest, it will not happen.
I didn't say anything. I just said nice shirt, and I'm sure that was enough to tilt her.
Right.
So
nice tight shirt.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So
we had to stop watching a television show last night
because of that.
My wife, because my wife shut it down. I knew it was over. We're watching that. It's popular this week. I think it's Netflix. It's the Jennifer Garner series.
Oh yeah.
Where she's like got a guy that got arrested, and she's figuring out what to do with it.
Oh, you're on dangerous ground just by watching a Garner series with your wife. You are especially.
Yeah.
Because you're probably
I'll tell you off air what she said, but it was pretty fun.
So
Oscar sits down, compliments her shirt.
Yeah, got nothing going on. Got no vibe. Got nothing. And my so I'm not actively hitting on her. I just wanted to know what kind of business she's in, right? Because she's flying the Beto flag. She clearly works for CNN, and she's all business.
Yeah, you wanted some monkey business.
No, I didn't. So I look at Shannon. I'm like, is it warm in here, or is it just me? And she says, you're right. So much so, Mike.
And then he turned to the producer and said, is it hot in here, or is it just you?
None of that.
Okay.
I say to Shannon, I said, when next time the lady comes by, do you mind just asking her if she could turn on can she cool down the cold air that's coming out of the jets?
You mean turn up the air conditioning?
If that's what it's called.
Because you have your jet on, your
circulating
little twisty
air,
jet.
whatever those circulating air little knobs are.
Mm-hmm. The COVID, it's called the COVID spreader.
Yes. And then out of the blue, as Shannon's asking for this, you see two flight attendants running 2 rows up from us to attend to what is a medical emergency.
How long into the flight?
Halfway through. It's a 4.5 hour flight, 2 hours.
You're over Kansas.
Yeah. And my dark heart, when they said, boop, boop, do we have any medical professionals on the plane?
You think they're turn around?
No.
And then some guy pops up, thank God for his medical training. And he looked like he really knew what he was doing, and he didn't just sleep at a Motel 6 the night before. Just like Mike O'Mara. Emergency call. It's okay. I sit there and I say, Shannon, that guy's gonna help her. And she goes, you mean that doctor? And I said, yes, that doctor is gonna help her. And she goes, what if he doesn't what if he doesn't help her? I said, well, then we'll land in Middle America and we'll never make it home.
Right.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
She goes, what do you mean? I said, well, if she's in dire straits, they're going to divert this flight.
Yep.
And we won't make it home.
Yeah. That's
till 2 days from now.
Yeah, you'll land at Sunflower
Cause
International
there isn't anything
Airport.
direct from where we're over right now.
Right.
And it's late. And it's East Coast time.
And here's the moment. Are they giving updates to people? Or are they being silent? Because there
it's
are pilots
silent.
that chat.
And silent and a lot of like drink service is over, full medical attention.
Are you getting a look at what's going on?
I'm seeing it firsthand. I've got 3 cracks.
Is it in front of you or in back of you?
2 rows, catty corner, so I can see.
So you can see everything that's going on. What does it look like to you?
This poor lady is passed out and not waking up.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Like maybe pills or something like that?
I don't know at this point because they're like, can you, like, they're literally wake up. They're trying to shake her wake up.
Jesus.
And
how old is the lady?
Mid-40s. And the person,
so many gummies.
The person's next to her, the 2 people, leave the row and are standing next to my row staring at what's happening.
Like they're giving her space? Yeah.
Yes. And
is
then,
it 2 flight attendants and the doctor sort of hovering over her? Okay.
And then to the left of us, the 2 individuals are sitting next to this lady. And then we're asking her, we're like, hey, what's going on? And then I say, by chance, is it also hot in your row? Because it's hot in our row.
Okay.
Because if it's stuffy and hot, that's not good for, blood flow and breathing.
Get that air on. Get that cold air.
I said,
revive the dead.
I said, you're up. She goes, it is a little warm up there. I said, you should go back and talk to the flight attendant in the back and say they should crank that AC in our midsection of the air.
Yeah, turn it to blue.
May help.
Yeah.
And
they do?
So she goes back and they do.
Oh, good. Okay.
And at that point, I'm like, oh, this is a cozy flight. I would hate to divert now. And I said to Shannon, if this...
That's all you're thinking. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
As much as I'm concerned about the individual, I would think the exact same thing. Please be okay.
Yeah.
Please be okay.
Yes.
Please don't let the flight continue.
Yeah.
Come alive.
It's a cross country. It's a transcontinental flight.
They pull the defib out. So at this point, and I'm like,
that's a step in the wrong direction.
I said, Shannon, this is serious. They're not doing chest compressions. So it's just in case, like they're getting ready. And
okay, so it's precautionary.
Precautionary. They're not putting it on. It's just like on the side. You see the pack come down from above.
And the guy that's working on her is an MD.
Yes.
All right.
And you can hear like
he claims.
Is it low blood sugar? Is it like you start to hear murmurs and people are whispering and it's a big to do.
Yeah.
And
get the liquid IV.
And Shannon says, what happens if she dies? I said, well, maybe because it's a foregone conclusion, we'll make it home.
Yeah, you just weekended Bernie's it.
Monster. Oh, God. Wow.
And she looks at me.
Is there any
like
overhead storage available?
No, she looks at me like I'm a monster. I said, well, hear me out.
That is monstrous.
Hear me out here. Her family's probably on the other side. Yeah. Why divert and then leave the body in the middle of America where nobody knows your name?
You know that. You're a businessman. You have a business degree. It's called liability.
Where you rather take them, like you don't want lost luggage, right?
Right.
On the other side of this vessel, family's waiting.
I get it. I get it. But that's, if you divert, even if you don't necessarily know if this doctor is qualified to pronounce the person dead.
I think any doctor's qualified to do that.
Is any
Mike?
doctor qualified?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's not
get
into
it. Dead is dead.
Dr. Van Helsing.
We got to wrap this up. Tell us what happened.
She says, what if that was your mom? I said, I'd want her delivered. I'd want her delivered to me. Those are the facts. I don't want to have to fly somewhere to pick her up.
That is funny.
They woke her up.
They woke her up.
Low blood sugar, diabetes, didn't take her insulin, got her going. Bing, bang, boom. Ended up in the restroom.
Actually, if it's low blood sugar, too much insulin.
Who cares?
Probably lousy drink service.
I'm not a doctor. I blame the cabin temperature. It's done. We get home. But
doctor, get a round of applause.
Yes, we delayed the flight by an hour because they were actually descending to take her to take us. They didn't tell us they were doing that.
Oh,
they didn't tell us until we got back on. They're like, heads up, we were about to divert, and then she came to. So now we're going to be about an hour late. Tell your loved ones, text them now.
So that he brought her back.
He brought her back.
Oh, man.
Big win.
Big win.
That's awesome. I love that.
But for those of you out
Happy
there,
ending.
tell your loved ones. Put them in the little list on like the First Alert bracelet. Deliver me.
Deliver me if I die on the plane.
Deliver me.
Yes.
Deliver
Well,
me.
I'm the only one at the age that probably has to consider that, so I'll make sure that I leave a little note. Yeah. But I travel with my wife all the time, and I don't want to scare my kid, and I'm not going to give it to my mother-in-law.
Hey, man, is that O'Mara Rock?
Yeah, man.
Well, turn it up, man. K-Tel Records presents 16 original hits inspired by The Mike O'Mara Show in one far-out collection.
It's O'Mara Rock.
This groovy collection covers everything TMOS. There are songs about legendary P1 listeners.
Jolene, Jolene.
Hit songs about the TMOS wives.
And songs about all the things TMOS listeners love. Out of sight.
You can get on the TMOS hit parade by becoming a TMOS talking head.
Send your email to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com and include your name and phone number and explain all about your wild, wild life.
Spring into outdoor adventures with electric e-bikes. Enjoy the bike you want with amazing and affordable financing options. These fast, fun, and foldable bikes are perfect for quick store trips or longer adventures. Packed with features like a removable battery, LCD display, and multiple levels of pedal assist. Electric e-bikes are perfect for anyone. Plus, they help lower gas costs and they reduce your carbon footprint. Join Oscar and other happy riders and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Say may I. Say goodbye to parking fees. Experience the freedom of riding electric e-bike this spring. Start your next adventure with electric e-bikes Ready, Set, Spring Sale. Visit electricebikes.com to learn more and explore the new Expedition Cargo Bike and all of the other epic models Electric has to offer. That's LECTRIC ebikes.com. Want to cover a couple of things on the Magic Box if I can before we get Rob coming in here today. But I really wanted to say there is nothing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean nothing like a seventh game playoff in the NHL. There is nothing like a full series that goes down to the wire. It's okay on TV, but if you're there, I would imagine it's one of the greatest things. I've had the pleasure of being at a seventh game. It's so special. It's so much fun. And last night, didn't have a real dog in the fight. Got the Florida Panthers against the Boston Bruins. We got the Seattle Kraken, one of the greatest new sports teams names that's ever been created. And the Kraken, they won in the seventh game. And the Florida Panthers, tremendous upset against the Boston Bruins in overtime. And
I would think that with a Boston team and a Florida team, you would have some sort of interest, even if it's just from a distance. You're a Florida resident, but you're a Boston guy.
Look, I've changed affiliations with my hockey teams everywhere I've lived.
Okay.
I was a Boston Bruins fan when I was a little kid. They were up the road because we didn't have a team in our backyard. Then we got the Hartford Whalers, and I became a Whalers fan. Then when I went away to college, they stole the Whalers and sent them to Carolina. I'll never, ever root for the Hurricanes. Ever. Sorry, Carolina people. And then, and then when I moved to Washington, I became a Capitals fan. And now that I'm down here, it's difficult because I was so attached to the Capitals for so very long. I still bleed Capital red, white, and blue. But, I had a little conflict because I got the team that's in my backyard and the team that's, up there in Boston. And I kind of skewed towards the Panthers. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch the upset last night. But, man, oh, man, just incredible. Really, really incredible NHL hockey. And I think the guy's name is Moeller. He's a broadcaster for the Florida Panthers. Did a phenomenal job. Just great to watch. And then I watched this morning when I woke up, I watched the highlights of the Kraken. Who the hell did the Kraken play? Who did the Kraken play? I'm trying to remember who they beat. It was fantastic.
Unleash the Kraken, Mike.
Unleash the Kraken.
It's a pretty great marketing.
The Colorado Avalanche.
Colorado Avalanche, yeah, another favored team in that. And by the way, the Florida Panthers, they refer to as the Cats. Hey, the Cats. And it always sounds like they're saying Caps to me, and I get really confused because I'm old.
What's the energy in a vacation land, 100-degree sunny environment for hockey.
Well,
it doesn't seem like a hockey area.
Look, I don't know enough about it to give you an educated answer on that. I will tell you the Game 7 was in the Garden, in TD Garden up there. And so it was the last game in Boston. So, and I think that in the case of the Kraken game, that was in Colorado. So they were both upsets on away ice, which
foreign
happens.
Ice.
A lot of fun. It was fun to watch.
So,
it was fun to watch, and now it continues. So Toronto, by the way, got through to the playoffs the first time since 2004 that they actually won a playoff series. And, I mean, they drink, eat, sleep hockey up in Toronto, of course, being Canada. And I'm happy for them. It's going to be the Panthers against the Maple Leafs. So it's going to be cool. Yes.
Are you willing to drive to Miami? Because it looks like, by the way, the only Florida team I even even associate with NHL hockey is the Lightning.
Yeah, they've been around longer, right?
Yeah. But the Florida Panthers, I thought they were a soccer team for 2 seconds.
Florida Panthers, though, as the crow flies,
MLS,
as the crow flies, even though it's across on the other side, the Alligator Alley trip right over there, Sunrise, right near our old buddy Adam Sternberg lives around that area. And
is he still playing for them?
He still plays for the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
I might think about it. Because Michael's still kind of into it, and if I could get a reasonably priced ticket, I might try to take it in, because it's still Florida where, the prices are better than most places. But I don't know. Playoff, now that they move into the second round, who knows what will happen. Now, the other TV thing I just wanted to get out of the way here, and then we'll get the flip side in our next break. The idea of killing off Brian Cox on Succession. And if you are late to the party, the statute of limitations is over.
We let it ride for a long time. Yeah, I think we're okay.
And I will tell you, my humble opinion is floundering. Floundering, not as compelling, too much busy, not enough personality. It's getting too much in the weeds with business. You probably dig it, Oscar, because it's a lot of business jargon. But I want a little more.
Is this last night's episode that you're commenting on?
Okay. Yeah.
It does. Look, from the business sense, it makes sense because the moves that they're making, the erratic moves the brothers are making to tank this deal, make complete sense. But it is a little like deep in the woods, and just for those who haven't watched it, I'm just going to give you a quick primer, because even for me, it took me a quick second to associate what they were doing.
A minute, as the kids say.
The brothers are trying to tank this deal.
They're trying to make a deal.
They're trying to make the deal.
They've made a deal to have their company purchased.
Yes.
By a major tech conglomerate.
Correct.
And they don't like it. They want to continue to be in power, and so they're ham-handedly trying to tank the deal, and it's embarrassing.
They want to tank it, Mike. I think you probably get it by the end of the episode. They want to do so because this tech entrepreneur has offered such a high level of stock, of a high number for the stock,
right,
that they have a fiduciary duty to actually take that number because it's what's best for the stockholders.
Right.
So essentially, they should sell the company to this tech entrepreneur.
Now they're doing everything they can
come up with this cock-a-baby scheme
to inflate the stock price to a level artificially, by the way, which is illegal.
Yes.
They want to inflate the price in any way they can by lying about the profit margins for another enterprise.
So they're desperate, right? They're desperate.
And it's
it is so far-fetched.
Yeah, it is. It is almost strains credibility in a very, very big way.
You can't fire the head of one of your large divisions.
Yes.
You shouldn't fire your CFO right before you go in. You shouldn't fire your top lieutenant before you go into some sort of acquisition. Like, it's just not, it's not a good look.
Do you see the writing on the wall with the script, though? I do. The writing on the wall is they're going to get caught. They're going to face jail time. It's going to go down to that. That's what's going to happen.
And Shiv takes the kingdom?
Shiv survives beautifully with the other guy, Skarsgård, the head of the tech company.
Yeah.
And the brothers.
I see it a different way.
You do? What do you see happening there? Because this is the last season. They have to wrap it up this year.
So there's a quick anecdote in one of the past episodes where the CEO was sending pints of blood to his ex-girlfriend. That's also part of his team.
Yes.
That little anecdote is going to come back and bite him in the ass. And they're going to take over everything. And somehow, as, they would, as any major media company or as the Murdochs, who this is loosely based on,
Couldn't
apparently.
disagree more.
They're going to come out on top.
The Roy family will lose.
The Roy family is going to come out on top because they're villains.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Either plot line could result in a future reboot.
Yes.
Either plot line, lose or win, they could still be resurrected, or they could be.
I want the origin
that.
story where Brian Cox is a younger man through CGI.
Oh, so they do a prequel.
Yes.
They'd have to get someone to play him.
I'd rather have that. No, they don't. Not with new technology.
That might. No,
but can we all agree that Skarsgård is the slimiest guy on TV right now?
He makes my skin crawl when he's on camera.
Love it.
It's fantastic,
Yeah.
but I miss Brian Cox. So
I do too.
That's
Yeah,
all. I just wanted to make sure
okay.
that. So TV, if you're looking for a show to watch the NHL. It's spectacular.
the NHL show.
Oh, the NHL show. I love that. We're going to take a break. We will come back with The Flip Side and Rob Spiewak. And I want to remind all of you that you are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Has this ever happened to you?
This guy saw
American
me running.
Airlines.
He's closing the door, pretending like he hasn't seen me as I'm
Dick.
yelling.
Step up to a new
JetBlue.
experience in airline travel that's made for
That's
a
a good- that's
powerful,
one.
sophisticated business leader like you.
I buy, you fly.
Santana Airlines shows you the difference between getting where you're going and leading the way.
It's not like we're in a hurry to go anywhere.
Santana Airlines, where everyone is treated like a CEO.
I'm a CEO.
I'm the president, she's vice president.
And as you enjoy the synergy of the amazing skies, use what little bandwidth you think is actionable and circle back to the amazing deals at the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center.
Leverage the value proposition of that low-hanging fruit. At the end of the day, it's a win-win. Just pivot and click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
It's amazing.
Hold that play!
I always used to think that was Big Old Carolina.
You know, my grandmother was called by all the nieces and nephews as Aunt Lina. So
Yep.
we always sang it as Please Don't Tell Aunt Lina.
Please don't tell Atlanta. Hey, are you tired of cherished memories gathering dust in your closet? I sound like that guy that used to do promos for us. With Legacy Box, you can digitize all your analog media with ease and safety. This Mother's Day, give the perfect gift to your mom or your grandma and connect with your family's history. With Legacy Box, you can hear your grandma's voice again. Simply send in your Legacy Box filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures. Their team professionally digitizes everything by hand in the good old USA, and then they send it back to you on a thumb drive or the cloud, along with your originals. Legacy Box is the easiest and safest way to preserve your cherished memories. It's like magic. Spend quality time with loved ones and cherish your memories forever. Thanks to Legacy Box, I can even hang out with my folks, and Rob can spend some time with Big Daddy. It's the best. For a limited time, go to legacybox.com/TMOS for their best Mother's Day sale ever. Buy today to take advantage of 60% off Legacy Box. And just send it in when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/TMOS. And now you know what it's time for?
I do.
Oh, good. I do, too. Let me get it up here.
It's
All right,
called The
thank you
Flip
very much.
Side, Oscar.
It is. What's
Yeah.
going on with me?
We have audio.
Broken.
Audio
I know.
clips
I've got
and
it.
bites.
I've
Can't
got it.
wait.
I found it. I found the flip side.
Some of them will dazzle you.
Hold on a second.
Some will surprise you.
No, I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some
It
will
says
entertain you.
Today.
It says main soundboard. That's
Yeah.
what it is. I know I have it here. I'm going through. I'm
From
screwing it.
Maine?
No,
The
no.
flip
Main
side.
meaning
Or like
primary.
the primary.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There it is. Thank you.
There it is.
All right. God, you idiot.
The Flip Side.
All right, today we start with a question for Oscar.
Yes.
What pop song has been covered more than any other pop song?
Oh, that's a great question. It's got to be a Dolly Parton song, right? I feel
No,
like
it
she's
doesn't.
done everything originally.
No. It has to be the song that's covered by more people. So not.
Can you ask the question again? I'd
Happy
like to
Birthday.
get it.
Happy Birthday is pretty good guess, but it's not a pop song. What pop song has been covered more than any other pop song?
Is it an
Stand
Elvis
by
song?
me.
That's a good guess. The answer is Yesterday by the Beatles, and it's technically a Paul McCartney song, but one person who never covered it.
Did you see how he did that?
Yeah, it was the
But this is,
Beatles.
but you know what?
That's why it's here. It's why he's leading with it.
No, but Oscar's going to be fascinated by this, I believe.
Yes.
Is one person who never covered it was John Lennon. And because it was always a Paul record,
Yeah.
right? Until the age of artificial intelligence.
Yes, I knew this was coming.
Someone sampled John Lennon's singing voice and made him cover Yesterday.
I just, this to me, and there's a little of that on Succession last night, too. This is just so fascinating. I can't wait to hear this.
And this is again, this is not perfect technology, but it is enough to make me cock my head like the RCA dog. This is if John Lennon sang Yesterday.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
All right. They're using the Lennon from that album, right? You know what I mean? One of the last albums he did, right? You know what I mean?
I would think that would make the most sense because that would be the easiest to isolate the vocals on.
I suppose you're right, but I would have preferred it to be a drier cut with less reverb. You know, I really would have liked that.
What they've done here, it sounds a lot like is what is called the Escher sessions.
To me. They're putting words in his mouth that he never sang, and I'm complaining about it. You know, it's because that's America, right?
Yeah, you're right.
We get this amazing technology.
This is the same thing you did in New Orleans where you're like, that's not me. He said Omira.
I can't get service on my magic phone that I can talk to anywhere in the world on the plane.
But it's pretty staggering. To me, it sounds like a demo, or if anyone is familiar with the Escher sessions, which is what when they got together and sounded out songs.
Nobody's familiar.
No, a lot of people are because it was a major release.
Listen, I think the real not the eye test, but the ear test would be. And by the way, this happened this weekend. If you didn't, maybe you saw 60 Minutes or the Nightly News, one of the two.
That's right. Scott Pelley was entirely AI.
No, they covered the fact that Drake and The Weeknd put out a new single. It became #1 across all Billboard charts, across all streaming charts. And it was a fake single put out that said that The Weeknd and Drake put out a new song, but it was completely AI generated.
Was it legal?
It's illegal. So much so that Universal Music Group had to jump in and pull it.
Wow.
But it tricked every publisher out there.
That's minor, right? That's mild compared to the evil uses of it. And no waiting for the evil uses of it.
No.
Right?
So
dive right into that.
For you, if you had heard that they found these secret tapes and then they found this copy of this one song.
Right.
You would have freaked out.
I would have. And they've done other ones. They've added the Paul McCartney, his last hit single was called New. They added Beatles harmony to it. And it was clunky, not worthy of the flip side.
If you're a diehard.
But it's so cool that they're able to do it. I mean, replicating voices is one thing, but replicating singing is quite another.
Well,
and I can't wait to see the direction it goes.
That actually replicated the way I sounded when I was 8 years old.
Who is Nero? Nobody! Who is Jack the Ripper? Nobody! Who's the...
All right, thank you.
Mike, that sounds like the Escher sessions.
The Escher sessions.
Yeah.
Well, who would know the Escher sessions?
I don't know. It sounds like a bad trip.
No, any Beatle fan would, because those are the sessions.
You and Tony Perkins would know the Escher sessions.
More than us would know that.
All right.
Okay. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? Oscar had a bad flight this weekend.
Yes.
So did this woman who was on Spirit Airlines.
This weekend?
Last week. Forgive me. This woman was on Spirit Airlines. I'm sorry, I didn't get the memo. She went viral on TikTok because she was filming another Spirit aircraft as they were putting tape on a wing.
Yeah, this is huge. This is everywhere, but it's also normal.
It's normal.
Done all the time.
But she's a little upset.
This is the exact reason why I don't fly with Spirit. I don't care if it is aviation, airplane tape, or nothing. The fact that you even have to take the plane together, and then you doing it while people are on the flight like we cannot see you. After a while, that's going to need a fresh new coat of tape. That tape going to lose their stickiness. You flying all around the world and you got tape holding it together?
Mike, once you get in the air, the tape is going to lose its stickiness.
I'm with her. I'm sorry.
Who wants to see it? Yeah.
It's still tape Any
What's
way you
aviation
slice it.
tape?
Yeah, aviation tape.
But it's not that it's holding the plane together, and it's not that it's used on anything that's completely critical. But what it is just something that they use.
It's
to
unsettling.
Probably. What's that?
It's unsettling, is what
they
it is.
probably use it for, aerodynamic reasons or something like that. I don't know.
They also use airline tape to keep dead people in planes sitting up when they die from low blood sugar.
So Oscar will make his.
So Oscar can get back to BWI.
This totally looks like a bad duct tape situation.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does because it looks like duct tape.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I would get off the plane. I would get off the plane.
Depending on the circumstances, I'd handle it too. Yeah,
I'd leave.
I'm such a phobic.
I'd be like, you keep in mind, Shannon, I don't care. I value her life, and I was cheap. I'm sorry. I messed up. We're moving on.
All right. Because we don't have time to cover the tapes, let me just say this. The White House Correspondents' Dinner was this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden was not funny.
I thought he was funny.
I don't think Joe Biden was all that funny, and I
funny.
certainly didn't think the Daily Show guy was funny.
Roy Wood Jr., not that funny.
Oh, horrible.
But at least
I watched it live. I watched the whole damn thing live.
Sad.
I did. No, it's not sad. It's better than the Escher session.
It's not, though.
Yeah, whatever.
You can't watch them. It's just an album.
Okay. God, last word, man, today. God, I want to go. Just go. Finish. I got to get out of here.
Mike,
You've given me a headache, Rob. You've given me a headache today. You win.
Mike, today is National Mother Goose Day. And as a father, we share that. We're both fathers. I think it's very valuable to remember these nursery rhymes from our youth. So happy National Mother Goose Day.
Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Little boy Blue. He needed the money. Was an old lady, lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out.
There you go.
One more.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her old dog a bone. She bent over. Rover took over. She got a bone of her own. I don't know.
Good night, children. Mike, that's all I have.
I don't know. Dice. Yeah. Well, what kind of idiots would buy tickets to see that show? Me. God, I was a dummy. I really was. That's it. We got to get out of here. We'll be back. The boys will be back tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
I'm going to be moving furniture tonight late. And then putting it back, and then getting a forklift coming into the garage.
I'm
doing the best I can.
New system.
I'm getting a new system, and I hope it works fine. And oh God. Anyway, I could do a whole show talking about my life and how slowly but surely the dollars are flying out the window down here in Southwest Florida, where everybody's a millionaire. Yay! For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Nasty, vicious, drunk.
See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying.
You are unstoppable.
Goodbye.